Hi, it's Marcus Cheatham. This is my second video for April 6th, and we're going to be talking about what to do if you have tested positive for COVID or think you have been exposed. I'm the health officer at the Mid-Michigan District Health Department, serving Clinton, Gratiot, and Montcalm counties. And boy, we have so many cases of COVID right now. The health department's just getting flooded with questions, and we can't respond to it all. So I'm doing this video for you guys. So if you think you have been exposed to COVID, or if you have tested positive, you want to come to our website and click on this link here with the COVID virus particles. And that will take you to a web page with lots of information about what to do. So isolation and quarantine, you want to click right here, what to do if you have tested positive or you've been exposed to COVID. In other words, you've been a close contact. You're going to click right there. And here's the information. So if you have tested positive for COVID, you need to go through what we call isolation. So you need to isolate for at least 10 days from the onset of symptoms. And that means you really need to stay away from everybody except for people who have been vaccinated. Someone who's been vaccinated can take care of you. We have a self-reporting form here. The health department, as I said, is overwhelmed. We can't talk to everybody who tests positive, so we're asking people to fill out a form for us if they have, and we're going to see that form in just a minute, so I won't look at it right now. And then if you've been a close contact, if you think you've been exposed to COVID, what you want to do is quarantine. The quarantine is 14 days. It used to be 10 days. Some people thought it was 7. It was never 7. But everybody who's quarantining is doing it for 14 days. Why? Because we have this new, more contagious variant. All these cases we're getting now are the B117, the contagious variant. And people, we need to quarantine for 14 days. And then during quarantine, if you develop symptoms, you need to be tested. And so you can click on this link here to find testing locations near you or call 211. And what I want you to think about is the fact that, you know, if you start to develop serious symptoms, you need to get yourself into healthcare. You don't want to wait until you can't breathe before you seek medical attention. Yes, there are thousands of other people seeking attention right now, but the healthcare system is rolling with it, and they've gotten a lot better at getting people through this. Now, if you need to report COVID to us, you can click right here on the self-reporting form, and that's the form that I just showed you. And then there's a link here, and this form opens up, and here it is. So it's a long form, but it makes sense. And so let me just hit on some of the highlights for you. So you've got your personal information here at the top, name, date of birth, gender, etc. And then some demographic stuff. And yeah, we really need the demographics because we're trying to figure out who's being impacted by this disease, and your address. So it matters where you are because of who you might have exposed. And then phone number and email in case we can contact you, we'll do that. And then just, you know, the same kind of questions we would ask if we could call you, and hopefully we'll be able to. But so, you know, were you at a community event? Did you travel? Who traveled with you? When did your symptoms start? What kind of symptoms did you have? And then down farther, you know, the addresses of places that you might have been, because we need to know if the people there were impacted. So the last thing I'll say is if you have tested positive or you think you've been exposed and you are quarantining or isolating, I just want to say God bless you, because it's as bad as it's ever been right now. We're seeing a lot of more young people than ever being hospitalized with this disease. And so some of them will have serious illness, will have lingering symptoms. So the fact that you're quarantining or isolating to stop the spread of this disease, you're a hero. Thank you so much. I'll be back with more information as soon as we have it. Thanks a lot.